Welcome back to Kerbal Hard and Uncut, and we are on our way to Moho with the Moho lander. Make sure it's got an antenna. Yes, it does. Wonderful. Now, just looking at this, we've got all the science bits there. Am I sending an engineer or am I sending a scientist? I actually can't remember if we're sending an engineer or a scientist, or if I'm sending three, aren't I? I'm sending an engineer. There's an engineer going. So we could borrow some of this science equipment if need be. Anyway, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? I am coming in, and I'm look at both of them are going to come in right after each other. Let's have a look. This is what's happening this episode. We've got these two arrive. I'm going to capture them, which is going to mean a lot of burning because this one arrives 3 hours after, and we've got probably about. I'm having a look. That's 12 minutes. That's 44. Periaps is 44. What is it? Yeah, we got. It's got some time in sphere of influence, but it's not a lot. We don't actually have a lot. I don't think it's a concern for the amount of sort of engine fire we need to have, but it's not brilliant. It's not perfect. So we'll just move this forward. The alarm will kick in when we get the sphere of influence changed, and we have a maneuver already set up of about 4,000 meters per second, which is a bit tight because I'm not going to be decoupling the lower half of the craft. That's going to be the problem. I am acutely aware of that already. So we're not going to get the delta V that I would like. We're probably going to get half that, if that. So this may not capture. This may not capture around this this planetary body. Is my big concern. We have about 1,145 to before we get anywhere near sort of using the nuclear engines. But once that's happened, we've got a total of 4,000 there. I'm expecting this top number to be a lot less because we're not detaching all this stuff. In fact, we could just disable that and see what's going to happen. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. It may work, it may not. Let's actually have a look. Let's have a think. Can I disable that? Decouple, disable crossfeed. The problem is it won't give me a readout for the delta V without that because I can't disable it. Unless I put it like there. Nope, so that's not going to help. That gives me that. I'm getting 2,000 from this load here. I'm getting 2,000 from this load here when this is not attached. The mass of this is not a lot, I don't think. I don't think we're saving much actually by getting rid of it. I don't think it's a great design, if I'm honest. You know, you should have more stuff attached to it, and we probably should have the single nuclear engine. But yeah, we'll think about that. Has this got a? Where's the probe core in this? It's in there, isn't it? Is that a probe core? It is. So we're going to lose all of this interesting stuff. We're going to put this on there. We're going to make sure that we've got signal. Why don't I have signal? Why do I not have signal? Where's Kerbin? This literally had signal until right. So Kerbin's there. Am I behind? No, I should have signal. It's not even that far away. Do I need to deploy another antenna? Do we have another antenna to deploy? Is there one to? Oh, this is a big fail. Have I got another antenna? There's one here. There is none on the top of here. That is something sciencey. I don't have one there. There isn't anything there. Right. This could be the good reason why we need to send another craft, because this thing might not actually even be able to do what it's supposed to do. Can I stage without signal? I'm not going to know until we get there, am I? How close am I coming? Where's the periaps? Periaps is not showing up. It won't let me see it. Come here. Periaps 25. Okay, it's not too bad for the periaps. Right, so we're supposed to start burning very soon. It's going to be a 7-minute burn I'm gonna have to timey-wimey wop this, and this is not the worst one. The worst one is still, I think the other one's going to be worse. I'm not sure. We'll have to look. There's a lot of firing of engines going to be happening in this episode. We're gonna move this into physical time warp already, and then I'll drop it down, and we will start engine burn time. But it's going to be interesting to see if we have the requirement for this. Right, pull it down to 2 times, and let's see. We should be able to start the engine. Right, there we go. Do that. Right, so that's now on. That engine is going. Obviously, that's the heavy tank right now. It's got a lot of stuff going on it. Let's have a look what we're looking like for periaps and things like that. Our periaps is dropping. Yeah, it is dropping, which is what you'd expect. We're burning before we get to periaps, so that's fine. I expected that. Right, now this is going to kill itself soon. Okay, they do fire. Okay, for a second then I didn't want to hit it again just in case we actually had a problem. Right, so we're going to need 700 from that top stage. Okay. Right, we're going to need 700 from it. Periaps is lower. That's good, that's okay. I don't even know how tight I'm actually trying to get with this. I just want to capture with it. It's one of the reasons this is so much energy required is because we actually did quite our burn past was actually taking us, I think, lower or higher. I can't remember what it was. It was going to be. It wasn't going. This encounter is not at our periaps, which means we've got more energy than we need. So we're having to get rid of it because we burn more and retrograde, please. Just do retrograde burn. Right, and now we're just wasting fuel now. We've got about 1,000 left. We've got about 300 in those tanks. It is including the top ones. Okay. Well, let's have a look. Yeah, and you may be saying, why don't you just get rid of it if you're sending another lander? Why don't you just get rid of this load? Because it's got science on board is what I'm actually really interested in. Also, this antenna is attached to it. I do not have another antenna. Right, we're now eating this fuel, but we're not. It doesn't seem to be eating, which is interesting. It's not what I was expecting. Right, our periaps is now interesting. We'll just do that. Right, okay. Oh dear. All right. That's interesting. I've said interesting about 8 times now. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of the interesting situation that occurred. Right, 1 hour. We've got 3 hours till there. So we're gonna turn off this. Are we? Yeah, we're gonna turn off this. We're gonna move forward a bit. I want to get out here, then we'll put it in prograde, and we'll get it to burn a little bit. But I have to be careful because, yeah. So that's actually done better than I thought. But interestingly, it's another problem with the readouts, because this is actually saying we've still got 1,900, but I've got very little fuel left. It's not calculated because it's sort of treating those as full tanks. They aren't available. They are not tanks available, and I will show you in a second. Those tanks will be partly empty. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to do something with this because it's dead in the water pretty much, which is a problem. Why do I not have signal? It should at least be bouncing off these because these have got range on them. Has something changed? Have we got an odd situation occurring with the transmission or something at the moment in Kerbin? I don't know. Is the sun in the way? It could be. It could be a sun thing again, but it would have gone past by now, surely. Right. Do that until I get a periaps above the surface. There we go. Right. What's that periaps? Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Right. I still can't get rid of that. So that's right. So we have captured. It's recalculated. Here we go. So I've got 700 and something meters per second. I need 870. So potentially this could get to the surface. Just if we topped it up, definitely you'd be able to get that. Now I'll show you. So there you go. Look, these tanks are half empty already. Yeah, I could have built these to decouple as we're going, but that's a bit silly, isn't it? All right. So that's there. Let's leave it where it is. let's go find the next one. So switch to, we've got about 5 minutes. If I start the burn on this one and it takes too long, then very simply we will, oh, I've just had a thought. I'm assuming the range is okay on those antennas. See, this one's out of range as well. I thought this would be in range. Oh dear. We're going to have to send a relay system to Minmus, Moho. How have we got signal before? Did we bounce it off something? Have I got something else around there that's got a better antenna? I don't think I do. Right. Let's get this thing into the sphere of influence anyway. Because, you know, got to do these things. Got to make it happen. Right, there we go. Come on, fly on through. Now, this one, we don't have a maneuver for, interestingly. I'm just assuming that we have enough delta V to capture. We'll do the calculation of maneuver once we actually get into the sphere of influence. We only have the one engine though, so this is this is going to be the fun one. This is the one that's going to take all of the times. So do I do that in between episodes? I think it's cheating. I think it's cheating on this series doing it. I know I did a bit of designing of craft, but that was literally just redesigning something we already had. I want you there. Nope. There's Moho. Thank you. Right. Radial in. Bring me radial in. Can I get a little bit of thrust just to pull me radial in? Is what I'm actually wanting. I want to bring this in reasonably well. There we go. It's not perfect, but yeah, whatever. Technically, what I should be doing is doing a... Actually, you know what? Let's do this properly. Where is the retrograde marker? Where's... Retrograde is over there, is it? Right, so radial in is... Right, radial. So I actually want to be... I want to be about here. Oh, come on, get back. Come back here. Right. I want to be between the two. I want to share my thrust between the two. Just like that. There we go. And that'll push me in, and it'll also slow me down a little bit. Add maneuver. Do a bit of that. Wow, that's special, isn't it? That is special. You know what? I'm actually not too fussed about being really close, because we're going to be burning for a long time. So let's just do it there. Right, add maneuver. Let's do this now. We know it's going to be about 3,000. 4,000 is what I meant to say. And I don't need to be too tight. I just need a capture. Put me in a capture orbit is what I need. Right, there we go. It's a 10-minute burn. Wow. Well, we're going to start it now. We're going to finish it in the next episode, I suppose. Right, put me in on the node. Right, 2 minutes. So it's a 10-minute burn. It's a 31-minute burn. Yeah, this is when we are not doing it. We're not doing an episode of how half the episode is. Well, we might. I'm going to start it this episode, and then we'll just see how we go, because that's just silly, isn't it? We're actually going to be like, I start the burn now. I've got 31 minutes. That's, you know what? I shouldn't have brought that perips down. Actually, thinking about it. Do we still don't have signal? I mean, there's no data. There's no connection. This antenna should, and it must be to do with it being on hard mode. It's made the antenna, less good. We'll put the engine on there, and we'll do physical time warp now. There we go. It must be to do with just the range to here. If we have a look in, where is the Earth right now? I mean, we can basically play around and wait until the Earth is where we want it, but yeah, the Earth's not that close. If the Earth was, if we come around and we get to here, we should probably get signal, I'm assuming. What we should be able to do is to be able to see the impact here. There we go, yeah, look. So that is coming down. But you can see it's a 29-minute burn, just the 29 minutes on the 4 times speed. We are currently on the green time. This mission is 290 days long. And yeah, so note to self, I mean, one of the big issues with these craft is, yeah, I could have put 4 engines on. I could have put 4 nuclear engines here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would have looked lovely. Would have been beautiful. Would have been brilliant. They weigh a lot. So that the balance you are actually striking, and this is going to be a problem if we get a very low periaps. I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. The balance you are striking is, I'm going to have to carry that weight so I get less efficiency. So anyway, from me, this episode, until next time, have a great one. Do you like the new alarm? No, I don't like it either. Until next time.